I want to tell you all a little story about Jim. You remember Jim back home? You remember, don't you? One time Jim called me on Saturday evening and he said, "Hey, Kelly," he said, "let's go get drunk." And I said to Jim, I said, "Jim, I don't want to go get drunk. I think I'll just stay in tonight." And Jim said to me, he said, "No, we're going to go." It was about 30 minutes and knock on the door. I answered, "It's Jim." You know how he was. He come up and he said, "Come on, we're going to get drunk." I said, "Jim, listen, I started going to church. I don't get drunk no more." That's been about 25 years ago. He said, "You going to church?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, would you drive me to get drunk?" And I thought, well, I guess I could drive Jim. I said, "Yeah, I'll have a Dr. Some Pop or something and we'll go." And so I drove him down to Frog Holler. He went in. He got pretty wound up. I was taking him home over to Hollowell. And Ruby said about 1 o'clock, "That's the end of it, boys. You got to leave." We left. I'm taking him home and he got sick. Got sicker than a dog, man. Had to open the door and I said, "Jim, don't throw up my truck." And he was all over, man. I had to pull over and he was sick. And it just kept going. And I was like, "Man, you okay?" And I walked around the truck and he said, "No, I didn't eat anything for supper." He said, "I'm just sicker than a dog." I said, "Man, I need to take you to the hospital." He said, "No." I said, "Well, listen, Jim, I just started going to church. I'll pray for you." He looked up at me. I'll never forget it. He said, "Okay, but don't tell him I'm drinking."